Alright, go episode 2, Phantom Abyss Wholesomeversus. I've got 2 keys already, no losses. I mean, I don't really expect to get a whole lot of losses in the green zone. Green zone is easy peasy. Easy peasy breezy. And we got the Indiana whip, which is, I'm not gonna say the best whip in the game, but it certainly feels like it in a lot of cases. Hey, we did get this chamber. Let's see. They just whipped that. I forgot I don't have double jump. It's fine. This, frankly, works out in my favor. No, it doesn't. That was a major mistake. I say I haven't had any losses yet, and then I immediately just whiff it right there. It's okay. Watch me have just, like, lost all skill and power between episodes. Or not episodes, between days. Because, like, yesterday, I was in, like, perfect flow state. I don't think I lost a single run up until I generally hit the purple area. No, maybe I lost, like, 1 or 2. But I was rocking it, mostly. And then it glitched out on me, and I think maybe that stole my mojo. It took it from me, and gave nothing in return. That maybe was not worth it. But that's okay. It doesn't help that... It's weird. Some days, especially when I need to care, when I need to actually, like, put my all into something, that's always the time when it's just like, oh man, you really need to pee. Or, boy, you're hungry, aren't you? Or, in this case, your nose itches like crazy. I don't see anything up there. I'm trying to find as much immediate treasure as possible. Come on. Double jump sure would be handy right about now. Are you kidding me? There we go. That's kind of fun. Shoot through the ceiling and I'll get, I'll be able to clear 2 of those sections. I love learning the little tricks, even though I might not necessarily be able to utilize them that well. I still like finding them. Whoa, shit. There we go. Yeah, I know that absolutely turned some stomachs there. I apologize for that. Woohoo! I think that's actually the first time I've managed to save myself on that one. I almost always just whiff it hard. There we go. We got plenty of HP, and pretty soon I'll be getting my powers. There we go. At least one of them. Base slow fall is usually my favorite, just because it gives me so much more reaction time when it comes to whipping it. Jesus. I was not expecting this level of dungeon. I was expecting this to be a bit shorter. Oh, it's fine by me. Got anything fancy over here? Yeah. Okay, got anything else? Look, I gotta get my Lucius. Huh. I was the only one to have found that. Weird. There might be more. I'm pretty sure there is. But we're still in the green territory. There is kind of an enduring temptation on my end. Yep. An enduring temptation on my end specifically to... Whoa. Woo. There we go. Enduring temptation on my end to specifically, like, go for the blue. Especially on this run. You know, mix it up. Instead of the 3rd episode, go for the blue, go for it on the 2nd. I don't actually know if that's really a good idea. Especially if we've got Devouring Rage potentially behind me. And also me being a little sloppy with my my actions here. Either that or clearly I should have just streamed the whole damn thing. I know V did that. And from my own perspective, I don't necessarily know if I play better when I'm streaming, but it's a lot easier to get into that flow state. Shit, at least a practice run would have done the trick. But is what it is. Hello! That was one level, by the way. Let's go for the double jump. Let's not. Gonna wait until I get injured. Nah, I can have another one of these runs later. I'm gonna keep going for the greens. I'd like to go for the blue just to get it out of the way, to just really feel like, yeah, I'm done with it. But I want that tension. That, like, okay, I got almost all of, I've got all of the greens. Now here's the question. You know, am I going to get the blue? I don't think the tension is going to be quite there on my end. There we go. Ooh. Ah, nobody else got this one. There we go. Nope, wrong way. I don't think the tension's going to be there quite as much for me, maybe? Question mark? Owing to the fact that, yeah, I play this a lot and am kind of good at this. Arrogance, maybe. But also truth in advertising. Well, not truth in advertising. Practice makes perfect. Look, I've just been playing this a lot, alright? Okay, so the big issue here is that we've got Chasey McMansington. Oh. That worked out. Nah. He's really close. I'm not going to put myself down into a pit while he's following me. Especially not here. Maybe in another zone. Maybe in another run. I do not like the Devouring Rage. He's a really neat challenge. He's a really neat challenge for, like, this stage of the game. But I absolutely despise him later on. Somebody got the wing upgrade. Not that it matters to me. But yeah, really neat challenge early in the game when he's just kind of slow. He still prevents you from getting a couple of things, but otherwise, like, not that big of a deal. But, like, later on, he is nearly as fast as a player. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I do not feel like he is quite balanced for later play. But I don't know, I've said that a couple of times. That this game very much feels like, at least in the current state that it's in, this was balanced largely around the first couple levels, and I think they're trying really hard to polish around that too. And some of the later levels are more of just kind of like for the hardcore people that, I'm not going to say hate themselves, but you know what I mean. The people that, like, play for 10 hours on a preview weekend because they think the game is cool. Like, interestingly enough, I would say those are not the people to cater to when it comes to, like, game design. I think it's important to keep them in mind. But from my own perspective, I find game developers that specifically cater to the most hardcore of audience members usually lose sight of what makes the rest of the game good. And, like, fun. And it very quickly becomes a, you know, a challenge on the development side of things to, like, make the game extra hardcore. To keep catering to that... Nope. To keep catering to that hardcore audience who, you know, especially if they play, like, a lot. Seriously? People must have been really hustling because of the Devouring Rage. Sup, dude, man? Oh, shoot. That's inconvenient. That's okay. I almost ran for the blue. This would be a good run for it. I got 907 coins. It's almost kind of a waste that I'm not going for the blue on this one. But, green, green, green. I guess just green, green. Not green, green, green. Or green, 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 green. I don't know. Anyway, but, yeah, losing sight of the more casual audience effectively slowly limits your game down to, you know, just being made for a handful of folks. And I often find the handful of folks are always the ones that yell at me for this. They're like, no, you can't take away how hardcore our game is, but it's just like, Holy Celeste is one of the harder games I've ever played. And they gave that game, like, extreme accessibility settings just so anybody could play it and beat it, kind of. Personally, I still feel like it was kind of hard, but I think so much of that has to just... let's see, so much of that just has to do with the fact that, we want to go this way. Platformers get kind of difficult after a while. And also, I think what it boils down to it, I'm not big on traditional platformers anymore. I've kind of moved away from that stage in my life. You know, I'll play Mega Man probably gladly, and like 30XX. I'll play it if there's an interesting twist. But the more traditional a platformer is, I think the harder it is for me to specifically get into it. Whereas this, like, this is cool as shit. I realize this is a pure platformer kind of in its own right, but it's a pure platformer with enough variety, and I think quality. Here, here's what we're gonna do. I'm really curious if he actually will follow me. Not that this matters too much at all. Or does he just disappear? No, he keeps coming. Watch me just die in this cutscene. Anyway, I wanted to do that for science. Woo, okay. I wanted to do that for science for a couple of reasons. Boy, I am just kind of whiffing some of these a little harder than I was expecting. Hello. But I wanted to do that for science because the Devouring Rage obviously will chase you around the chamber. The interesting thing is, his positioning does not reset when mine did. So specifically, he start, like, when I warped back to the start, he specifically, let's see, he specifically, okay, I don't have slow fall, I guess I don't need it. He specifically was still in that chamber, so, yeah, he was still in the blue chamber with the torch. Gives me a lot more time to, like, get back. Sometimes I've actually reset him when he was much closer to the chamber I wanted to go to, and so he was kind of in my way, and it's like, oh, don't do that. Oh, nothing that matters. Alright. We good. I'm curious if he would follow me in here. I'd love to know the answer on that one, but I don't feel like risking it. Boy, time to have more green. More green that I know what to do with. Alright. Well claimed. And now we've got mad keys that we don't need. But we got our third green win. One more and we're good to go. Unfortunately, I gotta go to my brother's birthday. So we're gonna have to defer that to later. Which I might actually stream that just for time efficiency's sake. Look, I'm gonna be playing this game anyway today. So I might as well do what I do. Oh! That's a new relic. Okay, so that's the answer. There's only a handful of green relics that you can find. Interesting. So what is this? 5 in the back, 8, plus an additional 9? I'll have to mess with that, because I think my blue relics show up on the upper section. Maybe? Maybe not? Yeah. Huh. Or maybe... No. No, these are purple relics here. That go in these slots, I think. Because these are my greens. Where's the scroll? That's the easy answer. I don't see it. I had a hand with a scroll in it, and it's not here? I don't get this. I don't know. I think progress might get wiped later, but I guess I don't know where relics go in this chamber. I was assuming that they would just keep showing you all of your relics forever, but no. One of mine, at least one of mine has disappeared. So I feel cheated? Okay. Well, you know what? I had a good practice run. Let's finish off this this Phantom Abyss Wholesomeversus right here, right now, live on camera. I am hyped up on the glory of victory. I cannot lose. I think. Devouring range, it's fine. So, for those of you that don't know, weirdly enough, this is the middle of the second episode, but me and the rest of the Wholesomeverse guys, or not the rest, a number of the Wholesomeverse guys, we are doing a competition to get... we're doing a competition to see who can get the most amount of... Well, most amount. 5 runs, maximum of 6 points. Blue relics are worth 2. Otherwise, greens are worth 1. We can only do, we can only get a maximum of 4 greens and 1 blue. And so, as such, this is my Evil Uno. What a name. Actually go here. I don't actually know which is safer. I just like messing with the different routes. As such, this is my 4th run, my final green key. Green relic, and then we will move on to blue for the next run. I just figured I'd get it out of the way while we're here. Hey Rito, how's it going? This man claimed a purple as a warm-up in a competition featuring 3 people who haven't played. Rito? This is a competition where we can only tie. I figure I'm kind of safe to just be absolute scum here. But also, you know how, like, normally I get real sweaty about people practicing games beforehand? It's not because I don't want them doing it. It's that I don't want the pressure to do it myself, because I will. I will if I have to. But I don't want to. I'll only do it if it's a game that I, like, legitimately love. And here we are. This is a semi-competitive game that I adore. Also, there's, like, no way that it would have mattered. Like, I don't remember the last time I've lost on blue. I would have to get incredibly unlucky for that to happen. Anyway, how's life, Rito? How you doing? Nope. I wish the entrances to those secret ones were a little more, like, color-coded or something. Just to make it easier to tell, so I don't have to just awkwardly edge up to them and be like, but loops. Now, the big issue is just that, I'm in this, like, awkward position where I have very limited amounts of time, and I'm streaming this game anyway, and I wanted to get a purple win in no matter what today, and that was going to be what I do. And then once I got the purple, then it's like, well, now I can do whatever I want. So now I can work on this, this little stream competition we put together. Well, stream. It's not a stream competition. I think only half of us have streamed. So I think, Aloxo is currently streaming his segment now, or will be soon. Just pop in and pop into his stream and just trash talk him for his runs. No, that would be rude. I wouldn't do it. It ended up becoming a stream competition. I'm kind of fine with it. It's not like it really matters too much. Oops. And I'd love to do like an actual official streamish thing. And like, ow. I would have never streamed mine if I didn't know that V already did it and Alexa was doing it too. But also had to celebrate my brother's birthday, and boy, do I have a lot of extra side tasks that I got to work on. I put a lot of faith in these long shot whip strikes, but I'm getting real good at measuring them, knowing exactly the range that I can fire from. And which levels are safe. This one sucks a bit, just because we've got Devouring Rage coming after me. And, like, I know if I dally, he will kill me. It'd be pretty funny if I just lost one of my green runs out of sheer greed. After completely skunking this guy on purple. I wonder if I can actually go back. Oh. Huh. That's a new one. I was not aware that you could get him to despawn if you backtrack. I hope they pull a fast one and extend this to Monday so I can play more, since today's my no work day. I wish I could play more. Yeah! I mean, you could, I guess, just play more. I don't know what your kind of limitations are. But I would love to see them extend this and just be like, you know what? Keep going. Why not? Who cares? But I understand why they wouldn't. Yeah, is the despawn intended? Probably not. No, I can't imagine. Genuinely say I almost died on one of my greens. Probably the worst generated temple I'd ever seen. I will actually have to sit down and watch everybody's run. Whenever I see this, by the way, the pillar in front, I get flashbacks. One of my temples straight up was like not completable, because there was a pillar in a doorway, and so I get kind of spooked. Wait, there's another player? Oh yeah, there is another player. They're still here. I honestly legitimately forgot about that. Let's see, I might as well just go. I was gonna get tricksy and hop between, but I don't think it's worth it. There we go. Wajoo. I guess the other thing in my defense is that, boy, I think I'm going to have the most amount of practice of anybody going into this pseudo-competition regardless, so it was kind of inevitable. Just because, boy, this is good stuff. I don't know if there's more. I'm not gonna risk it for that biscuit. I love these tricks. So you got some kind of healing whip every time I tune in. Is that a meta or something? I did mine with 3 hours, and I still think we've made it too easy. Oh, absolutely. What's up, Chelle? No, he doesn't chase me in here. Oh, well, yeah. No. Chelle's backseating again. Yeah, she does have about 50 more back seats from the couch. Let's see, but yeah. Still think we made it too easy, but I knew a few people would only get to play for the competition. I just like the fact that we set a maximum score. I think the maximum score is a good way of handling any competition. Because then it's more of just like, okay, who made it to maximum? And if you fall short, oh well, it's not that big of a deal. Now, I could go real sweaty and go purple, but I'm not going to do that. That would be awful. Do I only have one blessing? I do. Oh well. What was the... Oh, right, the blessing I've got is Lucky Falls. We're effectively rolling this one vanilla. That's okay. Look, gotta handicap myself a little bit. I'm getting better at that. the panic, oh shit, I timed that poorly. I'm going to fall and it's going to hurt. Go for purple on your green run, just for one extra point. I don't think that's legit. I hate this room. I do not like it. I guess this is honestly not that bad. Secret on it is you can walk the lip, but why? Oh, god damn it. This is actually one of the ones that I could have just gone around. It 100% is. Would argue, right? Yeah, but it's still kind of against the spirit of Wholesomeverse. Wholesomeversus. Like, getting extra sweaty about going for an extra point just to dunk on my friends. That's like, that's shit to your friendship right there. Like, I've had friends that specifically do that, and I'm always just, like, kind of grumpy about their their behaviors? Now that ain't gonna work. You gotta be slightly less risky than I have been. Because I can still die here. I did die. It's okay. I still have one more run. I should have gone for it. But yeah, I did, overconfidence. Slow Insidious Killer. What happened? You know the tiles that switch colors and flip on you? We're going Indiana again. The tiles that, flip colors and switch on you, they, because I had Devouring Rage right on my ass, I tried rushing it, got stuck underneath, missed my whip, and then had to go through the whole thing while he was in front of me. I don't know. What do you think, Rito? Am I out of points, or do I still got one more run? I don't entirely know what the metric is on these. Because I know my runs are about 11-12 minutes long, so it's like, well... But I am not the arbiter of rules. I hate Devouring Rage. He is utter garbage. What I should have done was actually spent some of my money and, you know, bought blessings, but I was like, ah, I'll be fine. Plus, I want the practice without any blessings because it's super helpful for me. Okay, 2 runs for a maximum of 2. Okay, so I'm out of point no matter what. That's fine. I don't care. So I guess, would that make this my blue? Might make it my blue. Okay, let's see. So Rito you had asked, let's see, you'd asked that, you know, I always have a healing perk whenever you tune in. Is that the meta? I don't know if that's the meta. It's just what I like, I guess. The big issue that I run into, The big issue that I run into very specifically with the other whips is that the benefits they provide are so much lesser most of the time. That having free healing or really cheap healing goes a very long way. Like, double blessing's nice, but there's only a handful of blessings that are actually good in this game, and you can generally get them for a small amount of money. Sure, you can go for the bonus hearts, but what's the point? Like, better to take no damage or have cheap healing, because every bonus heart you get just kind of sets you back, kind of, sort of. I think double damage but 4 times money felt super busted in my experience. It's super busted for a bit, but my problem with it is there's only a handful of perks. It's really good for getting, you know, both whips, double jump, flight, and, you know, maybe lucky on the first round. But then after that, you have to work so much harder just to get your hands on... Let's see. You have to work so much harder just to get your HP back. If you even get hit once, that's potentially two relic buys. Or not relic buys. 2 blessing buys just to hopefully... you know, hopefully get back up to full HP. And if you don't get a whole lot of maximum HP ups, you're kind of in this awkward situation. I love this guy. Except for when he spawns right on top of me. Then I don't love him. Let's see. Then you're out 2 blessing buys just to get back up to full health, and if you don't get any HP ups, then you specifically have to go way out of your way to, well, you have to go way out of your way. You die on 2 hits, like, that's rough. Oh, did I forget to get the deep chest? I guess I'll go back for it. It's not like I'm in any immediate rush. Holy shit. This is great for money. Let's see. Sorry, trying to do the actual math on how, which is better is a little tough for me right now. But, like, I'm currently at 341, and admittedly this might be a bit of an outlier as far as, like, runs go, in terms of, like, what kind of loot I get. Let's see. Just because, holy shit, pots. Let's see. Let's go over here. I think I'm safe. Yeah, seeing as Laser Boy is kind of non-threatening to me, I'm just gonna make the most of this, make as much cash. But the other thing is, looking at how much money that I've already made, like, I could easily buy almost every important perk right now. Because it's 50, 100... Or is it 50, 75, 100? I forget. I don't remember exactly by how much it goes up. Holy shit, how many chests are there in here? Because I don't think I've ever gotten that one before. I did get this one. Yeah, there's like 6 chests in here. Okay, it's just always increments of 50. There we go. Yeah, I got the discount maybe just a little bit too often, so it throws me off. But like 50, 100, 150, you know, that's 300. And then we're verging on 500. I'd be able to buy, what, how many perks out of this? Holy shit, what is with this run? I don't get it, but it is just generous as heck. It's probably gonna get me killed. I know, but still. Let's see. Anyway, one way or another, I'd be able to buy almost all of the important blessings, like, immediately. Assuming that RNG is my favorite and it doesn't just give me healing, 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 and more healing. And so it's like, while the discount would be nice, there aren't enough perks in the pool to really justify it. In my head, going for that discount. Like, obviously, the 50% just off in general is enough. You don't really need the double money one, not for the amount of risk that it presents. But conversely, especially with the Indiana Jones whip and the lava healing whip, the reason why I like them, beyond the fact that you generally can get almost every perk that you want anyway, is that healing is really hard in this game. You know, the price goes up, it's expensive, the rarity is kind of rough. Come on. And so, like, for the last run, I had the lava whip, where I heal on lava, which is incredibly good. Because the price does not go up on the lava healing. It's 50, always. Which is insanely helpful, especially later when, say, to get a chance at maybe healing 1 to 3 HP, that might run you, you know, a solid... You know, that has the potential of running you a solid, what, 300, 400 gold? By that merit, the lava healing is going to heal you, what, 4 full hearts? And so, it's a bit of an investment, to be honest. But having that lava healing, you know, it's completely useless until you get to the purple zone. But then once you're in the purple zone, ow, hey! I was distracted. I was like, oh man, you don't die from the laser! And then I died. Killed myself. Well, what does that mean? Do I just... Wander got complacent. Look, I got my purple. I'm victor lapping. I don't care what happens to me now. Ordinary whip, crikey whip. Standing water hurts you. Crikey. Go from there. Damn. But now I know. Yeah, that dude just showed up at a bad time, and I was like, I think I can outrun it, and then there was a trap, and it's just like, well, I can outrun neither of these, and then just wrecked me. Well, that's not exactly the, fourth run? I wasn't entirely clear on the rules, and now that I've looked at it, I'm actually not entirely sure how this counted. I thought we effectively had 3 episodes about half an hour each to secure 2 wins in, and so I was like, well, maybe I can squeeze another win in. Most of these are about 11, 12 minutes long, and the answer is like, was that my 5th run? I don't know. We'll be more clear about what to do the next time we do this tournament, because I was under the impression that I could at least have like 1 or 2 potential failures. Just because, but maybe that's not... I don't know. Look, I'm cheating, and I don't even know it. Did I forget the... I forgot the chest there. Alright, whatever, it's fine. No biggie. Just watching this in post. This is a completely different run. This isn't even the next run. At this point, I just decided to go back to casual streaming and get my head in the game for later. I realized that there's ultimately no difference, except for maybe commentary, which I think is the problem I ran into. I was being too cavalier with that last run. But alas. Anyway, so, that was round 2 for the Phantom Abyss Wholesomeversus. We'll see you guys in a bit. Or, see you guys in a bit. See you guys on Friday for the final run. And let me tell you, it's a good one.